This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.
Hi there, I'm Nohelani Graff with your top stories from ABC 15 Arizona on this Sunday morning. We do have an update for you on the Arizona election audit happening. Examiners only have 1 week left before they have to leave the Veterans Memorial Coliseum. The U.S. Justice Department is sounding the alarm on the audit, saying that Cyber Ninja's plans, the company that's doing it, to contact voters could actually amount to illegal voter intimidation. The Republican-controlled Arizona Senate saying those concerns are unfounded, but say they are halting their door-to-door check with voters. This week, the state Senate will also take up a bill which prohibits public and charter schools from requiring teachers to engage students in controversial issues of public policy or social affairs. The topics must be essential to courses and their learning objectives.
We don't want to be punishing or punitive with teachers. We want to be rewarding our teachers, but we also want to make sure that we're having the proper lessons learned and taught inside our classroom.
Under the proposed law, teachers face a $5,000 penalty if they allow classroom discussions on controversial topics like racism, or if they don't give equal weight to divisive topics like slavery or even the election audit. Here in Arizona, 42% of Arizonans are now vaccinated. That's more than 2.4 million who are fully vaccinated, with just over 3 million having had at least one shot. And this morning, ABC 15 is going in depth to give you more information about the so-called vaccine passport. What is it? Well, it's a secure way of showing that you have been vaccinated, of course, and right now there isn't one in the U.S.
Right now, we have dozens of competing standards. We have, for example, an initiative by the airline industry called IATA Travel Pass being tested right now. New York State has one. Remains to be seen how widely adopted that will be. When you get a vaccination, they give you a little white card. It's a CDC COVID vaccination record card, and they fill them out by hand. That is not a secure document.
And that could be an invitation for forgery. Some people are going online to buy fake COVID documents. While the U.S. doesn't have a vaccine passport standard just yet, other places do. Israel has what's called the Green Pass, and Europe is working on some sort of passport which could be rolled out in June. If you need a job, Phoenix Sky Harbor is looking to fill more than 100 positions at the restaurants and shops inside the airport. There are going to be 2 job fairs coming up this month. One is happening Tuesday, May 11th, another on the 25th. Part-time and full-time positions are available, and you'll find more information on hmshost.com. Also coming up on Wednesday, Job Fair X is hosting a virtual career fair for people in Arizona. There will be more than 25 different employers, including HP, Humana, and Facebook. The job fair runs from 11 a.m. until 2 in the afternoon, and you can register ahead of time at jobfairx.com. Also this week, thousands of students are going to be graduating from the University of Arizona. In fact, tomorrow kicks off 9 days of in-person graduation ceremonies. This year's celebrations are going to be a lot smaller. The attendance is going to be limited, and each student is only going to be allowed 4 guests. Also, masks will be required, but whatever it takes to get that diploma, we want to say congratulations to all those Wildcats. Also this week, the Phoenix Suns are going to be playing their last home games of the regular season. Then it is playoff time, and right now the Suns are second in the Western Conference behind the Utah Jazz. Tonight they take on the LA Lakers in LA. Tip-off is at 7 p.m. The NBA playoffs start in 2 weeks. Look at that most accurate forecast on this Mother's Day. A really pleasant start to the day, but you're going to want to take advantage of the morning temperatures because we'll be in the 70s and 80s until noon, and then we really start to warm up, hitting 90 degrees at noon, climbing to 96 today in the valley, and we'll still be in the 90s through about 7 o'clock tonight. We'll be clear and dry across the state today, but it will be breezy here in the valley. 10 to 15 mile-an-hour winds picking up around the early dinner hours around 5 o'clock. Northern Arizona, though, starting to get windy around lunchtime with winds between 15 and 25 miles an hour with gusts up to 35 miles an hour. Keeping temperatures cooler up north, though. 68 the high in Flagstaff, 80s in Sedona, 70s in Show Low. While we stay warm here in the valley, 90s will take us into the start of the new work week and the middle of next week. And then those triple digits do look to make their return, hitting 102 on Thursday, and the century mark stays with us through next weekend. For the latest headlines, weather, and traffic, you can always go to ABC15.com or check out our ABC15 app. Make it a great day.
This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.